Imagine this, the world you know gone. No more schools, no more video games, no more pizza deliveries. Instead, scary creatures roam the streets, zombies. But where did they come from? And what would happen if became them? The change wouldn't be pretty. One minute you're laughing with friends, the next you're craving brains. Your body would decay, your senses would go haywire, and your only goal? To bite someone else. No more thinking, no more feelings, just an endless hunger. Scary, right? Forget everything you know about normal life. Imagine waking up one day to find the world you once knew has vanished. The bustling streets, the lively parks, and the crowded malls are all empty. The silence is deafening, and the air feels heavy with an eerie stillness. Cities would become ghost towns, buildings would crumble, and cars would rust. No more electricity, no more internet. The once vibrant city lights would be replaced by darkness, and the hum of daily life would be silenced. The infrastructure we rely on would deteriorate rapidly, leaving behind a haunting reminder of what once was. No more yummy snacks at the grocery store. Governments would collapse, hospitals would overflow, and chaos would rule. The places we once found comfort in, like grocery stores and hospitals, would become scenes of despair. Shelves would be empty, food would rot, and the healthcare system would be overwhelmed, unable to cope with the sheer volume of need. It would be a whole new world, one where nature starts to reclaim its space. Overgrown plants would creep through the cracks in the pavement, and wildlife would roam freely in the once bustling urban areas. The landscape would transform into a post-apocalyptic scene, a stark contrast to the orderly world we once knew. And not a fun one. The eerie silence, the desolate surroundings, and the unsettling feeling of abandonment would create a world that is both fascinating and terrifying. This new reality would challenge our very existence, pushing us to adapt and survive in ways we never imagined. Nature takes over. Zombies in the wild. But here's a thought. What about animals? In a world overrun by zombies, we often focus on the human struggle for survival. But what happens to the creatures of the wild? Do they continue their lives as usual? Or do they face new challenges and threats? Would they get infected too? Imagine a world where not just humans, but animals too, are susceptible to the zombie virus. Would we see packs of zombie wolves or flocks of undead birds? Or perhaps, the virus only affects humans, leaving animals to navigate a world without us? Or would they rule the world while we stumble around? With humans out of the picture, animals might find themselves at the top of the food chain. Predators would roam freely, and prey would have vast territories to explore without the threat of human encroachment. Nature might actually thrive in a zombie apocalypse. Plants would grow wild, reclaiming spaces once dominated by concrete and steel. Forests would expand, and urban areas would become overgrown with vegetation, creating new habitats for wildlife. Animals would reclaim the streets, wandering through abandoned cities and towns. Without the presence of humans, they would explore new territories, finding food and shelter in places they never ventured before. And the planet might even get a little healthier. With reduced pollution and human activity, the environment could begin to heal. Rivers would run cleaner, air quality would improve, and ecosystems would flourish. It's a strange thought, something good coming from something so bad. While a zombie apocalypse is a terrifying scenario, it also offers a glimpse into a world where nature takes back control, and the balance of life is restored in unexpected ways. From page to screen, our zombie obsession. We humans have been fascinated by zombies for ages. These undead creatures have captured our imaginations and have become a staple in popular culture. From the eerie pages of classic literature to the thrilling scenes of modern cinema, zombies are everywhere. From old books to scary movies, we can't get enough of them. The genre has evolved over the years, but the core elements remain the same. The fear of the unknown, the struggle for survival, and the question of what it means to be truly alive. Maybe it's because they make us think about what it means to be human. Zombies often serve as a mirror, reflecting our own fears and anxieties. They force us to confront our mortality and the fragility of society. Philosophers and scholars have long debated the deeper meanings behind our zombie obsession, or maybe it's just fun to imagine a world gone mad. The chaos and unpredictability of a zombie apocalypse provide a thrilling escape from our everyday lives. Whether we're watching a movie, reading a book, or participating in a zombie-themed event, there's something undeniably exciting about the idea of a world overrun by the undead.